My girlfriend wanted tacos, so I decided that it was taco time. Here's a list of ingredients that you're gonna need. Salt, black peppercorns, you can substitute for regular black pepper, red peppercorns, paprika, Old Bay, white wine vinegar, lemon juice, mayonnaise, and yuzu. You can substitute lemon juice and sugar if you don't have yuzu. For fresh ingredients, tomato, avocado, apples, carrots, cilantro, red onion, and today we're using leftover chicken, and tortillas, of course. Now while you gather everything, let me tell you about today's sponsor. Dubby is the Jitterless Energy Blend. It's vegan, gluten-free, has no artificial colors or extra added sugars. Comes in great flavors like beach and peach, and my personal favorite, Dragonade. Dubby. Be better. Use my code GETCOOKING for 10% off today. And now let's get cooking. So, we're going to start out making some fresh guacamole. We're going to need those avocados. We're also going to need those cute little tomatoes there. Look at them right there. Look at them. They're so cute. They're so cute. Ooh. All right, now we're going to need cilantro. Now, give it a little smack. It's okay. It releases all of the good flavor in there. Don't forget about that red onion. Magic. Now for salt, I like pink salt, but you can just use regular salt. It's just a preference thing. Doesn't really matter. Now, don't forget the lemon juice. You can use bottled or freshly squeezed. Either is fine. So now I'm going to show you how to properly cut an avocado. Make sure you always have a sharp knife. I obviously need to sharpen mine a bit. I'll show you how to do that in another video. Usually the seeds are a little tough to get out. As you'll see, I'm going to try to do that, but they're so small they just kind of pop right out here. So, yep, just like that. Easy. So the best way to cut an avocado is basically hold the knife in your hand and rotate the avocado around the knife. See? Easy. Nice, clean, no one gets hurt, and comes out. Now, you have to clean the avocados. What I mean by that is just basically get a spoon and you're going to scoop out the meat from the skin, just like you're scooping ice cream. You're going to want to take the spoon in it. Oh, see, yeah, a little bit of seed there. That's okay. So what you're going to want to do is take your spoon in your hand and in between the meat and the skin, I'm going to just tuck under, slightly, not hard, and just pop right out. Just like that. And practice makes perfect always. Don't forget. Now, you have to cut those tomatoes. Now, I'm going to show you how to cut the tomatoes properly. So I'm going to hold them in my hand so you can see what I'm doing. But always cut on a cutting board. Please be safe. Never cut in your hand like I'm doing. That's just because I know what I'm doing a little bit. But always cut on a cutting board. So you're going to want to cut the tomatoes in half, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to quarter them. So we're going to half the half, basically. I'm not gonna bore you with showing you how to chop up tomatoes because they're pretty much gonna get squished up in the guacamole, and it doesn't really matter if they're pretty or not. So, not really gonna show you that, but I will show you how to clean them or get all the meat out. Remember, watch your fingers. So, red onion. The cool thing about onions is when you get a fresh one, you cry more. Kind of cool, huh? Alright, so you're going to peel it, and then we're going to hold it on the side. Now, I'll show you better knife skills in another video as well. But you're going to want to use a claw, and you're going to just chop the onion. You don't have to go as fast as I do. Take your time and go slow, and you just want to make sure that the onion is nice and diced. If you have a magic chop or anything like that, you can use that as well if you feel comfortable. Whatever you feel comfortable with is always best. Now we're just going to speed it up a little bit here. Just kind of get her done. All chopped nice and fine there. Can't forget about the cilantro either. Same thing. You're just going to take it and you're going to chop it up. Nice and fine, nice and diced. Doesn't matter if there's a couple big pieces in there, if it's looking nice or not, it's going to go in guacamole. Then you're going to give it a mix. I know, you know how to mix things. I know you're not 5, but just felt like I should show the whole process on how to mix everything. And yeah. If you get really ripe avocado, it can be a little tough to mix. So, you know, the softer the avocado, the better, at least for things like this. And you add your onions, tomato, cilantro. It doesn't have to be in that order, any order that you want to put it in there in. So you want to get all of it mixed up. And add a little bit of salt. Then we're going to add our lemon juice. And we're going to give that a mix as well. Now for the apple carrot slaw. We're going to slice our apples in half, and then we're going to dice them. So make sure you core them, cut the seeds out. And then after we do that, we're just going to dice them up. Easy peasy. And you don't have to use any particular type of apple. Any apple is fine. We just happen to have pink lady apples today, so that's what we're using. After you're done dicing them up, go ahead and just put them in a bowl. Set it aside, you'll need it later. Next is going to be the carrots. We're going to clean them. It's already washed, but there's kind of fibers on it, so we're just going to take our knife and just gently scrape all around until the fibers are off. And then we're going to use cheese grater and we're going to grate the carrots, or shred them, if you will. Again, go slow and watch your fingers. Cheese graters are very, very sharp. I know they don't look like it, but those are little knives on there, so be careful. You get all that goodness. All right, now you need white wine vinegar, a little bit of salt, and black peppercorns, and red peppercorns. That's what makes the magic right there. Just a little bit. Go ahead and give it a nice mix. We're going to toss in a little bit of paprika and parsley flakes. Give it another little mix or a toss there. Set it aside. Now for the chicken. So since this is leftover chicken, this is already cooked, just unseasoned. So we're just going to chop it up and then we're going to grill it in the frying pan. Again, watch your fingers, always go slow and use the knife. At this point, it's easier, you can go ahead and shred it or pull it apart. It's also fun. Now, when you're heating up a pan, always make sure you have a hot pan first and then add some oil. So hot pan, oil. Because you want to make sure that when your food hits the pan, there's a sizzle, some heat to it already. So we're going to need some paprika. Of course, my secret, Old Bay. Just a pinch, not much. Black peppercorns. And a little bit of olive oil. With all that meat, it can soak up the oil, so you want just to make sure it doesn't get dry and it doesn't stick to the pan. So just a little bit of olive oil goes a long way. And so just take your spatula or your spoon or your fork or your stirring utensil, if you will, and just go ahead and give it a nice little mix. Make sure everything gets all coated. Now, I'm at the stage where I'm able to flip things, if you will. So feel free to continue to stir with your spatula. Once you learn how to flip, it just makes things kind of easier. Everything gets tossed and coated evenly. We'll go over that in another class as well. But for now, spatula is just fine. And if you do flip, practice makes perfect. Nice forward motion, just a nice little uptick. Making sure everything's not stuck to the pan there, because cooking process is all done. I mean, taste test. You gotta taste it. Gotta make sure it's right. Yeah, that hits. Tortillas are simple. A little bit of butter in a pan. Make sure that both sides get nice and toasted. Easy peasy. That's probably the easiest thing we're gonna learn today. Also, make sure your pan gets nice and hot. Now, for that yuzu mayo, of course, mayonnaise, that yuzu or lemon juice and sugar. Some parsley flakes. A little bit of salt. Some black peppercorns. Or regular black pepper. Don't stress on that. And red peppercorns. Again, that's the magic right there. Now we're going to give it a nice little mix. Make sure it's all nice. And if you need any more mayo or any more salt or any more seasonings, feel free to, season and add to your leisure or to your taste. I noticed that I needed a little bit more mayonnaise here, so went ahead and added some. All right, it's time to go ahead and put them all together. Put down that fresh guacamole first. Then we're going to put down our grilled chicken, our apple carrot slaw, and of course we're going to finish off with that yuzu mayo. Don't forget about some chopped fresh cilantro on top. Now it's time for the real taste test. Let me know what you think.
Delicious and colorful.
Yeah? Okay, bet.
My turn. Let's see what she's talking about. Oh yeah, that hits just right. I think Mission Taco was a success. I give it 4 thumbs up out of 6. The tacos were a little basic, but that yuzu mayo and that fresh guacamole is what took it over the top. That's it for today's episode, everyone. Until next week, eat great, laugh often, be awesome, and get cooking. It's Cooking with Color with your boy, Maurice Moore.